All right, first question. Is this the worst part of your day, doing this interview? Were you like bummed that they were like, we want you to go talk to these comedians? Because I'm a comedian, they asked me to do radio, and I'm like, I don't want to go do radio, that sucks. Is this a bummer?
No, I definitely wouldn't say bummer. It's always cool to meet somebody.
Oh, okay, great.
Absolutely, same here.
Oh, okay, great. I was worried we were just ruining your day. All right, perfect. Next question.
We've heard of you, you haven't heard of us.
Yeah, which is disappointing. That's my next question. Who is your favorite comedian, and why isn't it me?
Well, as you said, we haven't heard of you before. But
Ouch.
no,
Painful.
My favorite comedian, all-time Eddie Murphy, but right now, Kevin Hart.
I know Kevin Hart. He hosts my first TV show. He was the host. So that's something. I've met him. Yeah, he doesn't like me. No, I'm just kidding. He's great. Wonderful guy. Lil Kev, we call him. What's up, Kev? Have you met him?
I never met him.
I can hook that up.
Yeah.
You got a favorite comedian?
Actually, in the Europe comedy is not that big like here, but I like the English guy. I forgot his name now though.
Eddie Izzard.
Sorry?
Eddie Izzard.
No.
Oh, damn.
No, I
Monty Python?
he has on the Netflix.
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais. I know Rick. I'm his favorite comedian. he texts me. He says you're a genius. Yeah. All right. You guys hate me. Check out my specials. Comedian Joe List. I got 10 million views on YouTube.
There's
There's one on Netflix.
Okay.
I got 3 on YouTube
really?
and 1 on Netflix.
Good.
This is about me, guys. Nobody cares about tennis.
I'm on Paramount Plus, by the way. You get on there.
Yeah. And he's got a new special coming out.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think tennis would be more popular, in America at least, if they got rid of the 15, 30, 40 and just did 1, 2, 3, 4? It's 1-0, it's 2-0, it's 2-1.
I actually never even thought about it like that, but probably. I mean, it would make much more sense to your average fan.
I'm a huge tennis person, huge fan, and everyone I go, oh, you got to watch tennis, they go, I can't keep track of the score, and then they won't watch tennis because of that.
They don't get it, because it's the only sport that you can go backwards and score. You know, you can go
When it's
15, 40.
Yeah.
juice or red. Then
Yeah.
Right.
People are like, what's happening? I'm
Yeah.
like, just don't worry
I
about
was
it.
thinking about that the other day, to be honest, and somebody told me, I don't know why they made that kind of score, but I was thinking about it as well, to be honest.
Now I've heard, I don't know if this is true, that they did it to keep poor people from following the sport.
Really?
Like it was a very rich, whatever you call it, like king, whatever the hell that's called, royal sport. I'm not as smart as I look. I have glasses, but I'm a moron. But it was like a, what do you call that? People that have a lot of money. I don't know.
Nobility.
What's that?
Nobility.
Nobility? Elite. It was like an elite sport, and they didn't
Regal.
want the commoners to follow the sport. And so they did 15, 30, 40 love. I believe that's true. And it still works. Because my family, we're a very blue-collar family, and they're like, I'm not watching this crap. I can't keep track of the score. Anyways, that's my proposal. Who would be more annoying to play, John McEnroe or Jimmy Connors? Who would you hate playing more? Because they both seem like they'd be very annoying on the other side of the court. Maybe you can't say that, you know them, but if you had
Just because I know Mac, I want to say Mac, because Johnny Mac is just fucking out of his body. So I can say that, and he has no problem with me saying that.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna go with the Mac as well, probably. I also know him very well, and
He's out of his mind.
You would hate to play him?
Yeah, I'd hate to play him.
But
He's also
Connors
very good.
he was doing all this crap,
Yeah.
And he was mean to his opponents, from what I understand. So McEnroe it is.
I mean, they're both absolute legends, right? But I definitely, just because I'm closer with Mac, I think Mac.
Okay, great. I met him one time. I did a benefit for his tennis academy, and I bombed. And I was like, this is going to be great. I'm going to be friends with Patrick and John McEnroe. I had the worst set of my life, and neither one of them looked at me. It was horrible. All right, I took a tennis lesson one time, and it was a tennis pro. You guys probably don't know him. He stinks. But he told me, when you hit, you should show him the label, roll the wrist, and check the time. Is that a good tennis lesson? Have you ever heard that?
That's so American for so to say. But I mean, it does make sense. Yeah, it does make sense. But
my forehead is so bad that I.
Both our foreheads, like that doesn't happen. But it makes sense.
Is it possible I have a better forehand than you guys?
Let's not go there.
I mean, you've never seen me play, but I can really, I can really hit them. All right, so show you kids at home, don't listen to these guys. They have bad forehands. I know how to hit a forehand. You show them the label, roll that wrist, Check the time.
All right.
Now, speaking of time, here's another question. Maybe you guys can answer. Why does it seem like every player, right after the match is over, they pull a watch out of their tennis bag and put the watch on? Why do you need to have a watch on right away? Is it just to show off?
Well, no, I mean, you have a watch?
I'm not with it anymore, but I used to be with the brand for like 10 years.
Oh, it's like a sponsor.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's like
If
product
if
placement.
people are doing it, 9 times out of 10 because they're sponsored by it.
they should wink
It's
at the
everything in
camera.
contract, so you need to do it.
That's
That's
it.
like
'cause
the easiest way to get visibility.
I got you. I'm always wondering, I'm like, you just won a tennis match, you're the champion, why do you need to put a watch on? You don't need to know what time it is. The time is on the scoreboard.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
yeah.
Good to know. All right, we're getting down to it here. Do you have a question you want to fire out there?
Oh yeah, I got a question for you. Do you ever watch golf and you're jealous that someone else carries all their stuff? Like you guys have to carry all your own stuff, and then if you lose, I'm not saying you guys lose a lot, but when you lose, the other guy's like, and then you have to like zip up and throw stuff in and carry it all
That's
away.
what I feel like.
You should have someone to carry your stuff for you.
I hate it as well. Especially when I put the waters and bananas and
Yeah,
stuff.
all
so
the
it weighs
bananas,
like-
the powders.
It weighs like 30 kilos. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, and then you have to act not bummed while you're carrying something.
Yeah, like, it's like, yeah.
I got. That just reminded me of two questions that aren't even written down. They just came to my mind. Is it ever are you conscious when you hit the first serve in? You got to play a whole rally with a ball in your pocket. Are you conscious of it? You don't even notice
I
it.
don't play with the ball.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I hate it. I hate it.
You can choose not to?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can choose not to
ball
just
can
ask for
give
the
you the
ball.
ball.
Yeah.
Well, that was my
Wow.
other question
I
because
was gonna ask, like, sorry, I was gonna ask, when did you start doing that?
You know
When we
what?
played at Wimbledon, I didn't know you did that.
No, I'm
until
doing that
Wimbledon.
for last 3-4 years probably. Because I'm sweating so much, right? You know how much
Yeah,
I'm sweating.
yeah.
So if I put the ball in the pocket,
Let's slip up.
not only that, but it's going to be completely
affect the
down.
ball.
It's going to be
Oh,
like
yeah, so when
so
you
big.
hit a second and then.
If I hit a second, it does nothing. So I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that probably 3-4 years ago.
I would get double. It's too much time. I would like just.
It is, but once you get used to it, I feel like it's now I would actually struggle if I have the ball in the pocket.
That would be
If
weird.
I
Now
if
it's
I go
weird.
back to challengers, I would struggle because I need to put it there because there's no ball boy. So
Yeah.
I hope I
That
don't,
order's
I
slow,
hope
like-
I don't go back there.
wow, that was you're the perfect guy to ask this question.
Yeah,
to.
I
Now,
didn't
do
think-
you
I didn't
notice
think that was
it,
allowed.
Francis? Are you feeling it when you're in a rally?
No, because I mean, I do it all the time, but I get what he's saying because I mean, me and him are probably the people who sweat the most, and when it gets like late matches, I'm sweating a lot. I can definitely feel the ball in my pocket for sure, and like it close to falling out. But I never thought about doing that. Like we just recently played, and I was like, man, how does he do that? Like, at like miss a serve, take a second, about the ball, get like. Hey, man.
Like it'd be funny if a baseball pitcher had to like wind up with like a bulge in his pants, like have to hold all those extra baseballs. Like,
What? Anytime I do any sport, I have a bulge in my pants. Anyways, folks, just throwing a little comedy in there. But that was the other thing, because I wondered if any players do that, because if your second serve, it's a let and it ends up down there, they just turn and someone throws them a ball. So, because some people spend all this time choosing a ball, and then if they have to serve a second time, they just hand them whatever ball they get.
Yeah.
What's going on there? Is that superstition which ball, or is there actual difference between the balls?
It doesn't make a difference.
That's what I thought. It does?
No,
For me, it does.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
It does for sure.
It does.
Like when you take the first serve and you put 3 or 4 balls, however many people do 4, people do 3. You want to use the ball with the less vert. Like for me, so
Right.
You hit it as hard as you can and hope it doesn't come back.
Right.
Because the
Interesting.
fluffier it is, then so it
Much
makes
slower
sense.
than
Right. Okay. Wow. Good. All right. 2 questions similar. Who's better, Federer or Nadal? That's question 1. Who would win in a fight, Federer or Nadal? Those are my 2 questions.
Francis, you go. You go.
I don't want to get you guys in trouble because I know you bump into these guys. So
Man. I'm gonna go Roger. Like I Rafa, like obviously has way better head to head and stuff like that. But if I was like watching tennis, I think Roger's like the most complete player ever. I'm
Right.
a huge Federer fan. In a fight,
In a fight, you must go with the Rafa.
I'm gonna go Rafa.
Rafa
I'm
seems
gonna go Rafa.
scrappier, doesn't
yeah,
he?
he seems scrappy.
Man, I can't see him want to get anything dirty. Though.
Now, do you think if Rafa was going to fight, would he do the nose, ear before they started throwing punches?
Yeah, I think that's already done in the locker room.
Okay. just curious.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the movie Challengers? Have you seen it?
Challengers, no.
I guess
Do you know of it? Do you know, you heard of it?
No.
Oh, it's a new big movie.
Fantastic. It's all about tennis.
It's like a
it's all about.
it's a sex drama, and it's about tennis.
It's a
really
sexy
good.
tennis film. It's
Yeah.
intense. You should watch it. Yeah.
Oh,
Luca Guadagnino, Italian director. You'll love it.
okay.
Yeah, it's really good. But I was curious how well they got the inner workings of tennis. But you guys haven't seen it.
I mean, a lot of. I mean, it was a pretty big movie, especially since Dave was traveling a lot, before it and trying to get attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't seen the movie in full, but just the credit.
Oh, well, that's pretty great. All right, well, that question snuck. All right, let me ask you this, and I don't know if this is too personal or weird, but I'm always curious about this. Obviously, in a tournament, you make more money for each round you play. How conscious are you about the money after if you lose a match? Are you like, God damn it, I just lost $100,000, or it's just so painful, you're not really thinking about the money?
I mean, not really. Like, I mean, certain matches maybe,
Right.
But I mean, not really. I mean, do you lose and you're like, I just lost 100,000?
Yeah, no.
No, you gotta pack all your.
I never check how much I've earned or not. I know after the tournament, obviously.
Right.
Actually, sometimes even not after the tournament because my sister is taking care of all of that. But no, I never go into the scores and I check, how much I can win if I win the next round or
Right.
how much I lost if I lose. So
I'm
I know I lost close to 100 grand now against Frank.
Yeah.
I remember.
Now
You're
that
bringing
I've
the bad
reminded
blood
you,
now.
now that I've reminded you as I'm setting you.
I'm joking. Yeah.
Well, the reason I asked is I was watching, I think it was Wimbledon or something. Chrissy Everett was in the broadcast, and she said, not only that, she just lost $100,000. Or you go, and I was like, are the players thinking about that? But it doesn't seem like you would. I mean, you guys have done all right.
No, I mean more
financially.
into but I mean I'm more into the you're more into the points of it, a lot of the players, because then you get in better positions where ranked higher, seated higher. I mean it sets you up better for contracts, this, that, and the other. So it's more about points than specific matches. But
Right.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good one. Now this one, again, this might be inappropriate or personal. I'm a comedian. I do shows every night. You guys have never heard of me. I'm very successful, I swear to God. And 10 million views on YouTube. But when I'm on stage, now I'm a married man. I'm a very loyal husband. But I'm on stage, I will notice a very attractive woman, and I go, oh, wow, what a beautiful woman. Are you ever in the middle of a tournament looking up and going, wow, look at her in row 5, section 8. That's a gorgeous lady. Pass. All right, I don't want to get in trouble here. But are you noticing people in the crowd? Better question.
I mean, I definitely know people, but I'm never like that's not what I'm thinking.
All right. Well, me either. Don't let my wife see this. Now, how about I was at the U.S. the night you played Alcaraz at the semifinal 2022. Michelle Obama is sitting right behind you. Are you conscious of that?
No,
Are you aware of that?
That for sure.
Yeah,
because that was crazy.
Right. She's sitting like 3 rows behind you.
Yeah, that was. I noticed that right away.
Now, if you hit a ball into the net or you double fault, or you're like, damn it, Michelle's watching.
Well, yeah, like I remember I missed like the first return of the match. I was like, yeah, that's good. Let's start with Michelle watching or something like that. So that you definitely realize and notice.
Right. All right. That was a fun one.
Let me ask you this: when you open up a fresh can of tennis balls, do you take a big sniff? Doesn't it smell so good?
I love it.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I do.
I get in there every time. It's like one of my favorite things.
No, I do. Yeah, it's definitely a good feeling, man. I definitely.
The noise.
Yeah.
Tennis.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's get to work.
Yeah.
When you cut yourself a little bit, with the...
The metal. Yeah.
Oh, I've been there.
That's the worst, man.
Yeah.
It's either that or Chef Boyardee gets me too. Yeah.
Better city. Melbourne, Paris, London, New York. Favorite. Maybe rank those cities. The 4 Grand Slam cities.
I mean, New York is a city. I'm going number 1. Let's do.
For me, Melbourne is number
You go
one.
Melbourne.
Oh,
I
wow.
love Melbourne. Yeah.
Okay, so I go New York. You go Melbourne. 2.
Back to New York. For me, the second one is New York.
I'll probably go Melbourne.
Interesting. Okay, so you guys
And
flip
third
one too.
for me is probably Paris, and then London. Yeah.
Yeah, so,
No love for
You
London.
said?
Same?
yeah, third Paris.
Okay, well, you guys hate London.
I don't enjoy the weather in London. That's my biggest problem. In the Croatia, it's the summer. Everybody's on the sea, on the coast, and then I'm there, which is like I don't know, 15 degrees, and it's all the time raining, and I just don't enjoy it.
I feel like it brings like the excitement down, like when the weather's just like that. I also never go to London like, oh my, like this is unbelievable. It's nice for me because people speak English, but
Right.
yeah, I mean, I think Paris is like a pretty cool place. Melbourne's unbelievable.
I've never been.
Melbourne's unbelievable.
I was all set to go during COVID, and it was like right the first week of COVID.
Yeah,
you guys don't care, but I was gonna go. I was ready, and then COVID struck.
Yeah.
Now, all right, this is a crazy question. This is wacky. You got the three surf. You got tennis. You got grass. You got clay. You got the hard courts. If they were like, we got to add a new surface, what surface are you going with? Styrofoam, trampoline,
Ice.
ice.
Tennis. That could be fun.
Is there any other surface?
I'm
Carpet.
really struggling with trees, so I'm.
Oh yeah.
You guys know. Water. What about puddle tennis?
They used to
Or,
play on carpet back in the day. I mean, that would be
Carpet
that'd be
they
fun.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did carpet. Yeah.
Wow.
Get some real rug burn.
challenges,
Yeah.
Okay.
Like real matches, on
Yeah.
carpet.
I think I might be out of questions. Hold on. Roll the wrist. That was a good one. Oh, why are there no American chair umpires? Every umpire I ever hear has like some kind of European accent.
I was like,
That's
thank
actually
you.
a great point.
You never get like a thanks.
I've never heard a guy just be like, all right, that's enough. Out.
Yes.
It's always like,
You only maybe have like one. Like they're all European most of the time.
European was
yeah.
Because they all say deuce like that.
Well, because I
Deuce.
mean, you also got to think like, I mean, it's a pretty European sport for the most part. Like, not that many Americans.
Right.
So I mean, and they need to know a bunch of languages.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like-
Americans only know one language.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're pretty
very
dumb.
Yeah.
horrible with that.
We stink.
Horrible.
I know a little Spanish. Un poco.
Yeah.
Español. España. Así.
That's good
Uno,
stuff.
dos, tres. All right, I think I might have hit all my questions here.
You guys ever hang out with Brad Gilbert? What's that guy like?
BG?
Yeah,
BG.
BG. He's always saying a different kind of gravy. What does that mean?
Yeah. No, he's got sayings for days. Man.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
got
not getting
sayings
near
for
his
days.
gravy.
He's got sayings for days. No, he's cool, man. He's got a great tennis mind. He's doing.
He
really
seems like
well.
a fun guy, yeah.
Yeah. He's
Loves
been
Bud
commentating
Ice.
for years.
That's what it says in the Agassi book. That he loves Bud Ice.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys read the Agassi book, Open?
I
Open it.
did a long time ago. Yeah.
I read it. It was great.
I
No,
didn't read it. No.
Oh, man, you can borrow my copy. I'll get it to
send
you.
it. I also read the Master about Roger Federer. Great book. Did you read that?
No.
You guys know Roger?
Nah.
You ever hear of this guy? Nice guy.
he's got him. He's beat him.
You beat him?
Yeah.
I beat Roger twice, I think.
Yeah.
Twice.
Wow.
In
Which
Halle.
tournaments?
In Halle and in also Shanghai.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. That's exciting. You beat Rafa.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
We actually like back to back. You got him in Cincy 22 when you won it.
Yeah.
And I got him at the Open. Couple
Yeah.
of months.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was something.
No, that was sick.
Now, what do you remember about
Rogers.
that night against Alcaraz at the semi? Was that like the memorable night, I assume?
Yeah, very memorable night. Like biggest match I've played by far. I mean, the biggest thing I just remember is like, how's this guy just not getting tired? That
Right.
was like the biggest thing that was just so mind blowing to me. Like he was 19, he played Coric in 5, he
Yeah.
played center in that
Senior
crazy
five,
5.
Yeah.
Oh, we saw him
So-
against Chilich.
So I was thinking like, like if I can just get this, for a pretty long time, I should. I mean, 19, he should
Right.
tap out.
Yeah.
And that was like the biggest. But I just remember both of us just giving everything we got, and crazy rallies, like all kinds of shots, and atmosphere was out of control
Yeah, it was electric.
for both sides, which is great.
Yeah.
They were showing him a lot of love. So, but yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's still tough to swallow. I mean, because
I
I
bet.
would have loved to win that one, but in the final.
Of course.
Yeah.
We're getting the sign that you guys got to move on, but I posted this on Instagram. I tagged you. I didn't hear back from you, but I've been very lucky with sports. I've been to 2 final deciding games of the World Series. I've been to some great college football games, but that was the best live sporting event I've ever been to. It was
I appreciate
unbelievable.
that,
So
man.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Electric. So. Thank you guys for
Yeah, thank
having
you
us,
so much.
entertaining us.
Yeah,
This
so
is
fun.
awesome. And check out my special, Joe List, for God's sakes.
Together.
And, we'll see you.
Videos on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
And my special will be on his page, too.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Don't
up.
leave me out of
So,
it.
and we'll see you in New York. I'm there. I live in Queens, so I'm at that tournament the whole time. So
Oh, perfect.
yeah, I'll be out there a bunch. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Thank you guys. Appreciate
you so
it.
much.
No doubt.
I don't know.